If I were the devil, and the prince of darkness, what kind of deception would I use to take over the entire world? If I were the prince of darkness, the devil, what society should I go after first? What tactics should I use? If I was the devil, if I were the prince of darkness, I would cover the world in darkness. I would take a third of the real estate, 4/5 of the population, but I would not be happy as the devil until I got the ripest apple on the tree. Thee and your family. How would I go about it if I were the devil, the prince of darkness? First, I need the United States. I would do it by subverting the churches. I would begin with a whisper, like I did in the garden, as that great serpent. I would whisper to you as I whispered to Eve, do as you please. If I were the devil and the prince of darkness, I would go after our children. I would teach them that the Bible is a myth. That man created God, not God man. I would tell you what is good. No. I would tell you what is bad is good, and what good is, well, square. Then I would go after the elderly. I would teach them to pray after me. I would teach them to pray, our Father who art in Washington. Then I would really get organized as the devil. I would go after our teachers. I would teach them and lure them to lewd literature so that everything else is dull and irrelevant. I would make TVs worse than movies, and then movies worse than TVs, and I would make it such a vicious cycle. And I tell you what I would do. I would go to all the media, and I would speak to them and tell them that if we just mesmerize them with your media, your ratings will rise. And then I'll just sit back and fan the flames. If I were the devil, if I didn't get you then, I would do it through narcotics. And if I didn't get you with narcotics, I would go to the rich and to the known, to the women and men of excellence, and tag them with alcohol and anybody else. I get you tied up to pills that you would become tranquilized. You have to be on something. Pretty soon, I would have every family fighting every family. I would have every church fighting. I would have every country fighting every country. And then all of a sudden, it would be all-consuming. Yes, my brothers, if I were the devil and I was the prince of darkness, I would go to schools and teach that you need to refine that intellect. Yeah, you do. You need to let discipline run free. Let the emotions run, and they will dictate what happens. Oh, yeah. I guarantee you within a decade, the prisons will be overflowing. Judges will promote pornography. You know what? I bet you by the end of the decade, we'll have drug-sniffing dogs and metal detectors at every door. Oh, the best one. I will take God out of the courthouse, the schoolhouse, the coup de grace, the House of Congress. If I were the devil and the prince of darkness, I would make sure churches do not teach faith. They teach psychology. I would make science a deity unto itself. I bet you I could get pastors to go after children. And if I can't get them that way, I lure them with the church's money. I bet you if I were the devil and the prince of darkness, I will change the symbols of the world. I will make the egg the symbol of Easter. I will make the bottle the symbol of Christmas. I tell you what I'll do. I'll take from those who have and give to those who want, and I will kill ambition. I tell you what I bet I can do. I love this, tongue in cheek. I bet you I could get countries and whole states to get people to buy into gambling as a way to get rich. Like a lotto. Maybe so. I tell you what I'll do, and while I'm doing that, I'll tell everybody you're an extremist if you're a patriot. Or that maybe you worship God and you have a faith. Or maybe you have a moral compass. That's what I'll do. As a matter of fact, I will tell you that marriage is old-fashioned. Do what the TV does. Sling, if you will. I bet you I could get you to undress in public on television and lure you into bed with the diseases we can't cure. You know what I would do if I were the devil and the prince of darkness? I would just keep on doing what he's doing. Paul Harvey, 1965.